Adelaide's new hospital is pretty big. In fact, it's the largest infrastructure project in the history of South Australia and is set to become the country's most advanced healthcare facility. The $1.85 billion building is nearing completion on its 13-hectare site. Once operational from mid-2016, it will provide 800 beds and 40 operating theatres across 260,000 square feet of space. The project is a joint venture between Hanson Yuncken and Leighton Contractors for the South Australian Government. Its use of building information modelling makes it one of the Southern Hemisphere's largest BIM case studies and one that has introduced a number of Australian firms to BIM for the first time. The project scale meant that over 200 people were working on the design proposals simultaneously from a variety of organisations. They were generating building information models formed of graphical and non-graphical data in a common data environment. From an early stage, the building was subdivided into 19 different sectors, each acting as a standalone project in its own right. This enabled design consultants and subcontractors to progress and resolve design development issues at a more local level. They could then federate their information models to form a holistic overview so that large issues or trends could be identified and addressed. Graphically, the project saw some 400,000 3D objects produced. The design, development and approval process meant the team undertook 450 user group meetings with hospital staff over the course of 14 months. This process was made considerably easier by users being able to experience their new space in a three-dimensional environment rather than from plans and equipment codes. Development of the design in a BIM environment had resolved a number of clashes before works commenced on site and enabled proposals to be tested virtually beforehand. The project team used 4D construction sequencing to plan the works and monitor their progress once underway. They also trialled some initial 5D BIM work, checking quantities from the information models against the more traditional takeoff and costing exercises to evaluate the future opportunities. Once on site, contractors were given mobile tablets to access all the appropriate 2D installation drawings via real-time links with the 3D models. Data could be input, reviewed and analysed in the field. The project team believed this reduced the waste caused by rework and unforeseen design issues by 12%. Hanson Yuncken and Leighton Contractors also developed the cutting-edge single point of truth NewRAH information sensor system, snappily abbreviated to Spotnik. Now, if you don't work in construction and you think that creating an acronym of the system so that it sounds like Sputnik was a geeky thing to do, you're right, it was. And on behalf of my industry, I apologise. The Spotnik system streamlined the management, development and operation of design and construction data across the 51-strong team of subcontractors and design consultants. It allowed them to consistently capture, manage, maintain and report all completion data in a highly efficient way. The facility's quality control and as-built records can be accessed from a central, reliable source of information. The new hospital has been procured as a public-private partnership, meaning that those in charge of developing and delivering the project have a long-term interest in how it performs and operates after completion. That approach transformed the decision-making process at the front end of design and encouraged the team to consider the whole-life impact of their decisions. It also brought home the importance of having accurate and well-structured data about the building to support facilities management and operation. The data from the design development phase and Spotnik system will support the efficient running of the hospital once it's in use. Whilst the actual results of the operational phase remain to be seen, it's clear that Adelaide's new hospital will have done much to advance BIM experience and awareness in Australia and should be recognised as a standout project. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to check out all the other content on the B1M.com and our YouTube channel, and don't forget to subscribe and share with a friend.